How's it going, everybody? Um, so, I've done a couple things while between recordings here. I've prepped some more food. I've also got a lot of other stuff prepped, as you may be able to see. Um, I am a little bit ill at the moment. So if I talk a little bit less, that'll be why. Um, Couple things I did. Yeah, so I've upgraded the Staff of the Wild again. I got more Eider from a Morgan Den and upgraded the Staff of Protection all the way. So now we get what? Oh, I need Eider to cast it. I get a whole 4 minutes of the Bubble Shield, and the shield is... Yeah, the damage absorption is at 270, which is based on skill, which Blood Magic is kind of hard to level, but you get the idea. I have also... Did I place that? I can't remember if I placed that or not. I made a set of the Ask armor, as well as the cape. Now, it's kind of a light armor set. I just kind of made it because I wanted to see, just in case. I've been pretty busy over at Yonder Fort. Let me make sure. Loves doing that. OBS loves turning off its little recording symbol. It's its favorite thing to do. So I've been busy over here. This is the fort, as you might be able to tell. I've got a couple of things set up here. And I was working on... I have a hearth on a little bed because I spent a little while in here. Hold up. There's dangers around. First of all, I have a portal in that is surrounded by spikes. And... Oh, that vulture's just kind of hanging out there, I guess. Yeah. In this pit, I have... Oh, and they've laid some more eggs. Some tamed Asksvin. Which... Oops, there is no room in my inventory for this. I guess I will not be grabbing those. Anyway, you can tame those. You can tame them using just about anything that spawns in the biome, so the smoke puffs or the fiddleheads. And it'll work just like wolves or loxes or boars if you've ever done that. The easiest way to do it is get them into a pit. The cool thing is that they lay eggs, so you can actually take those eggs and put them just about anywhere. Which is great. Now, I'm going to head back into the fort and show you kind of what I've been doing. So, I've been... I guess this bubble kind of gets in the way a little bit, but I've been leveling the floor down quite a bit. And one of the things I left in here... Let me place one of these portals down. First of all... Yeah, one's going to be Fort 2, because I have found another fort. I haven't raided anything just yet. But the battering ram, which... How do you make this exactly? It's in miscellaneous. Yeah, 10 flametal, 20 ashwood, 2 surtling cores. Pretty simple. You can take it, and as long as it has fuel, which I think you can use wood... which I don't want to really use mine up just yet. You can pretty easily just kind of bombard the little inner door down. You can do that with the front door too, and you can deal with all of the enemies at a bit of a choke point, but to be honest, it's probably easiest just to build up and do it like I did in the last episode. So in here, obviously I took some stuff out of this. This chest was very similar to the ones that were out on the sides, which have since been destroyed, I suppose. But, you know, you get your gemstones and other such things. But in here, I suppose I get... Holy, I got 6. Okay, anyway. Bell fragments. We need those to make the bells that will ring and spawn the boss. And it's also funny, I'll include pictures if I remember to edit them in, but I did find the boss. He's right here. I was just walking along the beach. There's violence occurring out here. Do I have any bones? No. No more bones. Oh, okay, it's out this way. Anyway, out that way, I was just walking around out here a bit. And one of the things that I noticed going off in this direction... Also, you notice the big green light went away. The bell fragment is what causes that big green light. When I went out this way, I think I was heading across these rocks. Yeah, there's another one of those lights. So that's pretty cool. Playing a bit of a dangerous game getting here. Or getting over here, rather. There is a lot of flametal in the area, which is very cool. Ooh. And a few dangers along the way. So I'm going to freshen this up. I'm just going to fly off over here. I'm going to lag a little bit, it seems like. And this is my favorite way of dealing with the Ashlands mobs. Managed to get a parry in, which is pretty good. With the bubble shield, by the way, up, if you have the bubble up, even if whatever it is deals enough damage to, like, kill you, right? Or if it would normally stagger you, it doesn't. It just lets you... Even if it breaks the shield, you don't take any damage beyond that, so you can use it to parry just about anything, which is pretty cool. Also gonna have to use it to take this thing out. Oop. That's not good. This guy up, and bam. Alright, so Staff of the Wild, very cool, very good for all that. And I think I'm still going to be using this to raid, but what I want to do... Oh, there's stuff everywhere. Oh. Here. There's a Morgan. Hey, you want to help out, buddy? Oh, great. Very cool. Okay. Ashlands being Ashlands as usual. Oh, that's an Aspen with a star. That would have been good to know. Probably not worth it at this point. Okay. All right. Shoot. Yeah, the hide is going to be pretty useful. What I'm going to try to do is find a spot that is like a little bit out of the way. Is there anything that's like a little bit covered? Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, this is a little covered, right? I just want someplace I can pop a portal down so I can grab the rest of my stuff. Although maybe raiding from here isn't the like most terrible, or raiding from the previous fort isn't the worst idea, right? I just don't want to get my stuff lost too far away because I'm cautious. See if I can get away with this. First of all, let's do that. Can I fit one of these in here? Get rid of this, I think. Oh. Alright, I'm quickly going to go in here. And I've also, with the help of, what is it? Plant everything, mind you. I've also managed to get quite a bit of ash wood together. You know what? I should just go ahead and take the bell fragments home. Take these bell fragments, these molten cores. Oof. Okay. Where's the way home? This is the way home. Okay. Ditch the... Actually, I've been putting it up here. I've gotten quite a few aspen eggs. Plant everything lets you plant the ashwood trees anywhere. So I've used that to get a bit of ashwood. So hopefully, you know, that's not really too cheaty. I'm planning on using ashwood quite a bit as a building material later, so I'm looking forward to doing that because you can do quite some cool stuff with ashwood. Where is it? Here. I'm putting the molten cores in there. I'm gonna grab some of that. Maybe some extra grouston. And wherever we've put the regular wood, which I think there's a bunch in chests over here. Oh, another thing I've done that I should talk about is, you know what? You can have this. I'll find that later. I've planted some of the ash vine, or the vine berries, over here. I guess to briefly explain how you should plant them, I thought I could get away with putting them on opposite sides, but I guess not. I also planted the fiddleheads and some of these smoke puffs using plant everything. That's another thing that lets you do, just so the food farming is a little less tedious. But for planting vineberry seeds, as well as if you have any of the ivy that I think you can get from the Bog Witch. That's a way to, in vanilla, place a lot of these, or get a lot of these vines growing up things, is to have placed ivy seeds. But you want to have some cultivated ground and pretend the center of my hoe is the cultivator. You see, actually, you can kind of see it, maybe, past the bubble. There's an ash vine there. It says it needs more room to grow. I guess it just doesn't grow on both sides of something this thin. But you want to plant it about there. You don't want it so close to the wall that it doesn't have enough room, but not like so far away that it doesn't spread to the wall. So you want to, a good, how long would this be? Like a little more than a beam's width, or around a beam's width, is a good distance away. So I've been getting a little bit of passive food from that, which is good. Let's see. Let's have a sleep. Okay. And we'll see what we can get away with. Do that. That's okay. Yeah, we want to be going into the fort, to Fort 2, if we can manage it. Hopefully, we don't just walk out into like a bunch of enemies, because I didn't exactly protect the portal that much. But you know what? We'll find out. Hooray! All right. Heavy build. Let's put some of this over here. Okay, and another thing you can use the ash wood for, which are excellent, are the ash wood stake walls. I know I showed a lot of these. That should be fine, right? I showed a lot of the stake walls off, I guess, in that other area. Oh, there's a Dverger trophy there. Sure. This would be an ideal spot to raid this area from. Hold on a moment. I love being sick. It's my favorite. Okay. There we go. I guess the other fire troll just died. Well, he'll keep them distracted pretty good, I think. One thing you can also do now that, once you have a troll staff, you can literally just use it to... I don't need these. I don't even really need the gold, but... Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, hey, you want to fight this guy first before I take you down? Yeah. One of the nice things once you have a troll staff, you can kind of just spawn the troll in there. and just let him go to town. Wow. These guys are actually pretty chunky, aren't they? Okay. But that's one of my favorite ways to take care of these things. And this is a very low corner, so this should be pretty good. I think that's very dangerous to enter. Ooh, looks like he got bumped off the tower. Huh. There's so much going on. I want this wood. Okay. Alright. Maybe we summon another troll in for these guys. Ha! That's hilarious. Where's that wood? I guess it's not there anymore. Boy, this is a fun one. Oh, you know what we need to get rid of is that warlock. Oh, and that warlock. Seems there are a couple of warlocks. Hey, you killed my troll. All right. Okay. They just both ran into the spikes. Okay. Can we... Question. Can we... get some stairs up here? At least enough. To cause a little mayhem. Ha 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 ha. Should keep those guys distracted for a little bit. Let's grab this. No, not that. This, yes. There's a Morgan? Why is there a Morgan now? Okay, this is somewhat not ideal. This is just an hour of Ashlands fighting. Oh yeah, he'll kill the Morgan, surely. Hey, 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 hey. Don't turn this back around on me. Hey, buddy. I did get more Fallen Valkyrie feathers, by the way, or Celestial feathers, I think they're called. I still haven't found, you know what? We don't need these bones. I don't really need these. I don't really care about this. Hold on. Oh, my shield's gone. Duh. What a time to learn that. Did the fire troll get spawned? Oh, it broke the... I do need to get in there to grab the bell fragments because it looked like the... No, why did I do this? No. Okay. I need to get in there to get the bell fragments before they despawn. Because it looks like the troll spawned inside the main tower and then just deleted it. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's done. I think it is in there. Or it was, at the very least. Oop. Okay, that's down. That's so silly. I don't think I've ever seen that. Okay, that's down. I think they're all trying to fight it, and it literally spawned inside. Which is ridiculous. That's insane. Okay, well, what I want to do is quickly go back and grab the portal. Then run back up in here. If we can manage to do that without incurring the wrath of more than this Askvin. I'm gonna need to I'm gonna need to ditch so much. Get dodged. Okay. Ditch this. Ditch the bones. Okay, we have 3 things. You know what? We portal back. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't take too much time. Portal back. Don't we have a chest somewhere here? I think we do back here. Or if not, yeah, we can make another chest. Why don't we just make another chest over there? Let's put all of that stuff back. We don't really need that right now. Yeah. Let's head back through. See if we can't pack this up a little bit, you know? Okay, this is just Fort 2. And we're going to need this. Okay. Gotta get back here pretty quick. Okay. Okay. So that should keep it up for a little while. I've never seen that happen. I was like, oh yeah, throwing the troll in here is a great strategy. It clears everything out for you, and it just lands in the central room for some reason. Which is insane. So, shoot. I guess we have a... Since we have a workbench over there, the stuff shouldn't despawn, so I'm just gonna sleep. Because I don't wanna mess around with nighttime. Okay. And we're going to need... Can we not break this the normal way? Aww. Fine. Like boats or carts, you can't really just break them. Oh yeah, that's another thing I did. I don't think I mentioned, but I did get the Thundering Berserker axes. You just need a high enough level, what is it, Black Forge, to get it. Alright. Is that everything we needed to place this? Yeah, okay. Alright. Let's pop this. It's crazy, first of all. We got a little bit. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Long time no see, huh? That's insane. He's stuck in there. Look at him. Whoop. You weren't very helpful to me today. Blink. Alright. Okay, good. The bell fragments are still in there. And so is a bunch of this, all this stuff. Yeah, so we got the bell fragments. Looks like we got 8 of them. There's more stuff in here, too. I picked up some jade and some of that. So... that fire scares me. Anyway. I'm just going to try and ferry this stuff out as much as possible. Back this way. Just pop all this stuff that I don't need into there. Oh. It's probably easier. Yeah, so that's a thing that can happen, I guess. I had no idea. I had no clue that you could spawn a troll where that troll was spawned. Okay, that chest is intact. Let's see if we can pick this up. Okay, I'm carrying too much. Oh, by the way, the original purpose for basalt bombs, I thought, I thought it was to put out fires. Maybe I just don't do that. There's something that helps you put out fires. If it's not the basalt bomb, it's something else. Alright. We'll be able to smelt all the rest of this up. We might even be able to make, like, you know, one of the other sets of armor. Or some new weapons. So, a tip, by the way, with a lot of these weapons that you make at the Black Forge, these melee weapons that you make out of the flametal, if you plan on having one of the elemental versions of them, do not upgrade them in their plain version, because that will lock you out of being able to do that. So just, you know, make sure that you don't lock yourself out of that. Because I did that before. I thought, oh, it's gonna be, you know how in Minecraft, right? You can make diamond armor and you can enchant it, and then you can you can turn it into netherite armor, but you can do that through the enchantment. Not how it works like this. Not how it works. There's so much money. These things come with an insane amount of money. But yeah, don't upgrade the plain version of the weapon, because I think you just end up making a worse weapon, to be honest. Or it's at the very least less interesting. What about this? Just a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. This is a lot of stuff. Actually, I brought bones back with me, didn't I? Did I not? Okay, anyway, this is a cool thing you can do if you just start placing one of these off of this spot, like the edge of the stairs. It actually fits an even number of them all the way around. You'll just need some beams to put up here and there to make sure you carry the ceiling. And since I had plenty of flametal, I just ended up using the flametal beams. I don't exactly know how they work out structure-wise and building-wise. So, yeah. But, you know, you can build taller, wider, more open things and support stone and whatnot with them. So, much like the wood iron beams. Oh yeah, I used this chest temporarily. I don't really need the charred skulls. This is basically everything. For a little while, I actually thought that the charred skulls and the pot shards you could only really find by finding the pots and the, you find charred skulls in the fortress. You'd find them in the spawners when you break them. But they're like little stones and little like pot fragments on the ground as like pickables. And I literally just noticed it the other day when I was doing the asks and stuff. Because I was mining a bunch of little Grouston rocks, and I ended up looking at the ground. Anyway. That's a ton of stuff we just got. And I think the only thing we're too terribly interested in right now is the bell fragments. Oop, I have a hammer out. All of these will be nice. And these gears are pretty cool as well. Pardon me. How much money did we get out of those forts? Good amount. Okay, that's the door. I named it door so that I would remember it's the door. Okay. So it's a little easier once you have a troll staff, assuming that the troll staff does not just fly into the center of the fort that is walled off by a near impenetrable gate from everything else. That's not. Oh, jeez, we have a lot of gold. That's not really too useful. Just put that there. Put that up there. Can we sleep yet? Not quite yet. Yeah. So I think. Did we grab the bell fragments immediately? No, we still have those over there. The only other thing that I really need to do before we can kind of, take a chill pill a little bit with the progression and work more on the building, is take out the final boss. Or the current final boss, rather. Because I don't need that there. Don't need that there. Yeah, that's the only main objective we have left in the game. So that's cool. Just hobble back here. There are a couple little side things that we could end up doing in terms of, I don't know. I don't know that you would call it progression, but the mysterious location that we had marked. I think I found a little sigil in one of the Morgan dens. I'm pretty sure I took that out as well. Led me to the mysterious location over there. So that's something we could visit. But yeah, the boss is right here. My little fort is right here. My beach landing is here. It's not very far, right? So that should end up being all right. I might make a little base of operations in a portal next to where the arena is. But yeah, other than that, we're kind of off to the races with some of that stuff. We actually have a lot of bell fragments. You know what? We can pull from the storage, right? And just put these in here, can't I? Probably, I don't know. Where did I put the gears before? Oh, they're in here. I have more than a stack of gears, too. That's insane. Put those in there. Yeah, these were the materials I was using to upgrade and build some of these other weapons. Now with an abundance of these, I can kind of just run around and build whatever. But yeah, I figured I might as well record a little bit, because my voice is doing alright. I had a sore throat and a headache yesterday morning, and it's still kind of that way, but a little less so. Just dealing with runny nose, typical cold symptoms. Not even like running a fever or anything, just like don't feel all that great. Ooh, let me jump over here for that one. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to get some progression done, and I wanted to talk about it too, because I don't want to show a lot of this off camera. If I end up doing some other stuff off camera, right, it's mostly going to be like resource collection. I don't want to make too many things. Can we not use these bones for the shield generator, or will it just not pull from the storage? Because we had them over there. Maybe it doesn't pull from the storage. Anyway, I'm going to see if maybe I can get some, I guess, starred Asksfin, because you can hatch these and you can ride them too. So maybe in the next episode I make a little hatchery or so, something like that, because that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I made the root fang, and there's a whole bunch of weapons I could make, but anyway, The things I'll be looking for, I guess, off camera are taming higher level Asksfin and just general resource collection. I can make these bells. I think you need 3 of them. But I'll just make a 4th one because I can. Okay, so we've got our bells. I will probably also might make some of this other stuff. Asksfin saddle, I can definitely make one of. We can ride an Asksfin around at some point. Um, yeah, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, if I find there's a trinket, a mage trinket from the Ashlands, right? That I've been wanting to get, that I can't get because I've looked up the crafting recipe and it needs a Fallen Valkyrie trophy, and I have not gotten one of those yet. So, I'll be waiting on that, I guess. You know what this game needs? You know what convenience mod I would really enjoy? You know, like ender chests, how those work in Minecraft, or like a Terraria piggy bank, where you can carry it around in your inventory, you can place it down, and you can access it like portable storage. I think that'd be fun. But anyway, I think that's gonna do it for this one. Uh, Hopefully, I am feeling a little bit better and a little bit more, you know, more on it next time. But I'll see ya.